Hey, what's up guys, TotallyDubbed here, and today I'm doing a video review on the Noontec ZORO HD2. First of all, I'd like to thank Noontec for actually sending this out for review. Despite it taking quite a few months to arrive, it did finally arrive. Now this can be bought around £60 on Amazon.co.uk and $100 on Amazon.com. Links will be in the description below in case you're interested. Now what I was directly comparing this was to the AKG Y50s. The AKG Y50s come around the same price range and they've got a portable solution with an on-ear design. There's more of an over-ear design, but you know, due to its small cups it does feel a bit like on-ear. It's got very much the same quality and traits of the AKG Y50. I wasn't a big fan of the AKG Y50 mainly due to its sound quality, but let's see how the Noontec ZORO HD2 compares. So first of all, what you get in the box, you've got this pouch, you've got a flat cable, and you've got the headphones themselves. So in terms of what you get in a package, it's pretty much expected at a given price range, and it's nice to see a little pouch included. The cable is a 3.5mm jack on both ends, which is gold plated, and on top of that is straight cables which have a flat line design. Now the flat cable design is really good because it prevents from tangling, and you know the main problem with flat cables is microphonics. Now the microphonics is not present on a headphone, so overall it's good the fact that they're actually using a flat cable. One thing I would have liked included is a right angle jack on one of the sides, so in other words where it connects to your source I would have preferred a right angle jack. Now the cable also does come with a one button remote which does work in terms of play, pause, skip music and everything, so all the functionalities are great and it's obviously designed to work with mobile phones. Now the design of the headphones really remind me of Beats by Dre headphones. It's got this plastic look, kind of shiny as well, and you can kind of tell it is made in China. It does say that it's designed in Italy, but I can see where the Italian influence comes from, potentially from the logo and the front over here, but you can really tell that it's kind of Chinese headphones. Now in terms of its functionalities, it does fold in, but you can hear it's got this weird, kind of sound, which kind of, I don't know, reminds me of poor build quality. If it was better build quality, then you would expect it to do a little bit better rather than making that really clunky sound. It can also be adjusted, which is natural, but it doesn't have a huge adjustment, so do bear that in mind if you've got a big, large head. The driver cups don't rotate in either, but they've got a little bit of wiggle room in order to accommodate different head shapes. The headband over here is nicely padded. It is decent for decent periods of time. Long periods of time you might find that the top headband kind of feels like it's digging in a little bit, but that's really long periods of time. Now I did mention the cups over here. Now the cups I do feel are more of a on-ear design, mainly due to its size. Now, if I compare it with the Galaxy Note 2, you'll be able to see the size difference. So Galaxy Note 2 obviously is a massive phablet, but you can tell how big the diameter of the cup is. So it's not very big, and obviously I think the average ear won't really fit over the ear. It'll probably fit more of on-ear. For me, I've got large ears, so it was really of an on-ear design for me. Now the right and left indicator is, you've got left over here and you've got right over here. You've got those indicators there. But if it wasn't already obvious, you've also got the Noontec design. Now one thing that does kind of confuse me is that you got right over here, but then you got the Noontec written the other way around. Doesn't really make sense to me because normally you wear the headphones where the logo is aimed at, so this should be really the other way around. Bit of a poor design choice over here. All other headphones really come with, say Noontec written the other way around. So right is right, and you put it like that rather than like so. So just a small little thing I mentioned there. Now, obviously it's got removable cable, and that is on the left-hand side. I just had to double check there. But yeah, it's on the left-hand side, and as I said, it's 3.5mm jack. Now onto its sound quality. Now I don't know where to begin, but its sound quality isn't as good as what the rave reviews I've been reading. Again, I feel sorry for paid reviewers. I mean, I felt the same thing for the Y50. What Hi-Fi gave it the best headphones of 2014. I don't know what they were smoking, but probably they're hanging out with Snoop Dogg or something like that. But I don't know. The Noontec HD2s are better than the Y50s in certain respects, so that's a plus, I guess. But they don't sound amazing at all. The lows are completely cut off, they don't really extend. The mid bass is a little bit over bloated and uncontrolled. The mids are completely pushed back and really do sound veiled. The highs really don't extend, and they're very much rolled off. Quite really the same sort of problems I found with the Y50. It was really disappointing to see, and a little bit surprising as to why it got rave reviews. Well, I know why it got rave reviews because of paid reviewing, but you know, for me, I can't quite understand it or quite comprehend why some people do that. Same goes for the Noontec HD2s. I'm guessing, you know, they sent this out to other reviews as well. And, you know, on Amazon, all you can see, I mean, all I can see is completely 5-star reviews. You hardly see any poor negative reviews. And again, most of these are people that have actually received these for review rather than actually purchasing them. Now, it's not to say that the Noontec HD2s sound bad. I do think they sound decent for their given market. But for £60, I would have expected a better sound quality. You know, back in the days of the Sony XB500s, completely bass-heavy headphones, but they did something right, and that was bass, and they were amazing at it. And they were £50. Now, those I would actively recommend, and even till this day, I would still recommend them. And I'll definitely recommend them over headphones like this. You know, I just don't quite understand why someone would pay £60. Well, yeah, £60 for headphones like this, then, you know, it might sound weird for me to say it, but spend an extra 40 quid on top and you might think, whoa, that's a lot of money to spend on top. Yeah, you spend a lot of money on top, but you buy something like an AKG K550, 551, or Audio-Technica ATH M50, and you get 10-20 times better sound quality than you'd get with these two headphones that I've just mentioned, the Y50s and the Noontec HD2s. So the HD2s really didn't wow me of any sort. It's a 3 out of 5 for me, so yeah, it's decent, it does a job okay, but it's not something I would really actively recommend, or something that I would say, you know, hey, my friend, go and buy this. No, I would say, hey, yeah, if you're looking for a headphone that might do the job in certain respect, then, you know, potentially get this. It really does feel like it's a Beats market to me. You know, it does... well, it's not really V-shaped as such as the Beats, but it's kind of the Beats industry. By that I mean you're buying it more for the looks rather than the sound quality. And I guess, you know, fashion sells, but for me it doesn't sell in my book. So unfortunately, I can't really recommend this headphone to everyone. I can just recommend it for someone that's looking for okay sound quality for decent looks. Now for me, I wouldn't ever rock headphones like this, but you know, that's subjective, I guess. Anyway guys, I've been Totally Dubbed. If you've enjoyed this review, or if you want to buy these, you know, you can, again, on the Amazon links below. If you like this review, make sure you give it a nice thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more honest content, which is unbiased. And on top of that, if you want to comment, see what you think about the headphones themselves. And furthermore, favorite and share, as it always helps. Alright guys, I've been Totally Dubbed. Take care. Bye-bye.